Hello my dear students, welcome to another section of Chemistry NEET Lovers. Today onwards, let us start a new section that is tricks to solve problems in ionic equilibrium. I think this is the most difficult area or confusing area for my students. In this section, we are discussing with salt hydrolysis. After watching this video, I am sure you can able to do all the problems related with salt hydrolysis. Let us see. Let us say a basic concept of salt hydrolysis. And you know what is salt? Salt means it is that is acid and base combined together to form salt and water. So now we are discussing with salt hydrolysis. What do you mean by hydrolysis? Reaction with what? We know acid plus base giving salt and water. So if you are pouring water into salt, what will be the product? It should be an acid base. We know salt plus water, that is salt hydrolysis. Salt plus water gives acid plus base, that is called salt hydrolysis. That means it is a reverse of neutralization reaction. Salt hydrolysis, it is a reverse of neutralization reaction. That means let us consider a general salt AB. Suppose it can undergo hydrolysis, that is with water. This AB dissociated to A plus and B minus, as well as water dissociated to H plus plus OH minus. So here this A plus can undergo hydrolysis with the OH minus. A can undergo hydrolysis with the OH minus to form AOH, and B minus can undergo hydrolysis with H plus and form BH or HB. This is called salt hydrolysis. Salt hydrolysis. Suppose in a salt, in some cases both A plus and B minus undergo hydrolysis. In some cases only A plus can undergo hydrolysis. Another case only B minus can undergo hydrolysis. In some cases that is both A plus and B minus not undergo hydrolysis. So let us see what type of salt. So there are different type of salts are there. There are 4 different type of salts are there. There is salt, we said acid and base combined together to form salt. So there are 4 different type of salts. This first type, a salt formed with strong acid and strong base. A salt formed with strong acid and strong base. Let us consider an example. Let us consider a strong acid like HCl and a strong base like NaOH. Combined together to form, we have NaCl, that is a salt. A salt formed with a strong acid and a strong base, NaCl. Let us consider the hydrolysis of NaCl. NaCl undergo hydrolysis, H2O giving Na plus plus Cl minus plus H plus plus OH minus. Okay, look here, this Na plus which is coming from a strong base, that is Na plus a cation which is coming from a strong base. So we can say Na plus is a conjugate acid of a strong base. Conjugate acid of a strong base. So always remember, conjugate acid of a strong base is a weak, as well as conjugate base of a strong acid is a weak. So it is a conjugate acid of a strong base, so it is a weak acid. Similarly, Cl minus, it is coming from HCl, a strong acid. So Cl minus is a conjugate base of a strong acid. So again it is a weak. So it is a weak acid as well as it is a weak base, won't undergo hydrolysis. So in this solution Na plus and Cl minus never undergo hydrolysis. So always in solution they exist as Na plus and Cl minus ion itself. So solution is always neutral. So solution is always neutral with pH is equal to 7. With pH is equal to 7. Solution is always neutral with the pH is equal to 7. Then come to the another salt, a salt formed with a strong acid and weak base. A salt formed with a strong acid and a weak base. Let us consider a strong acid like HCl and a weak base like ammonium hydroxide. A weak base like ammonium hydroxide combined together to form a salt like ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride. And let us see the hydrolysis of ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride can undergo hydrolysis to form NH4 plus OH minus. NH4 plus Cl minus plus H plus OH minus. Here ammonium ion coming from a weak base. Ammonium ion coming from a weak base, that is a conjugate acid of a weak base, so it is strong acid. Conjugate acid of a weak base, so it is a strong acid. And similarly Cl minus, it is coming from a strong acid HCl. So it is a conjugate base of a strong acid, so it is a weak base. So remember, weak base never undergo hydrolysis. The strong acid can undergo hydrolysis. So in here NH4 plus combining with OH minus to form NH4OH. NH4OH. That means who can undergo hydrolysis? Conjugate acid of a weak base can undergo hydrolysis. Conjugate acid of a weak base can undergo hydrolysis. That means it is a cationic hydrolysis. Cationic hydrolysis. So cationic hydrolysis, it is important. Cationic hydrolysis means in which case cationic hydrolysis is taking place? Strong acid and weak base undergo hydrolysis. It is called cationic hydrolysis. So the solution becomes, so OH minus undergo hydrolysis, OH minus participate in this reaction and an equilibrium is observed inside the solution. So what about the concentration of H plus ion in solution? Increases. So what about the nature of solution? Solution become acidic. That means pH of the solution is always less than 7. Solution is acidic and pH is always less than 7. Clear? So here we are discussing, we said ammonium ion can undergo hydrolysis. So ammonium ion undergo hydrolysis to form NH4OH. Let us assume C be the initial concentration and H be the degree of hydrolysis. So initially the concentration of ammonium ion is C and at equilibrium the concentration of ammonium ion is C minus CH and it is CH and it is also CH, where H is called degree of hydrolysis and C is the concentration of ammonium ion present in solution. Now we have hydrolysis constant Kh. Hydrolysis constant Kh is equal to, by solving this we have CH square by 1 minus H, that is we can take C outside, so that is nearly equal to, that is hydrolysis is very less, so let us neglect H from denominator, it is nearly equal to CH square, or H square is equal to Kh by C, or H is equal to root of Kh by C. H is equal to root of Kh by C. That is called degree of hydrolysis, where Kh is called hydrolysis constant and C is the concentration of ammonium ion. Okay. Now listen. Here we are discussing the hydrolysis due to this ammonium ion. That is a ammonium ion coming from a weak base. Ammonium ion coming from a weak base. So we have Kb. So there is a relation, that is Kh is equal to Kw by Kb. Kh is equal to Kw by Kb. Remember, we are taking a weak base here, so Kh is equal to Kw by Kb. So substitute the value of Kh here. We have H is equal to root of Kw by Kb into C. H is equal to root of Kw by Kb into C. Then if you want to calculate pH, what is pH? pH is equal to negative logarithm of molar concentration of H plus ion. So what is the molar concentration of H plus ion in this solution? That is CH. That is CH. We have H is equal to root of Kw into Kw by Kb into C. So C into this factor. So we have that is equal to negative logarithm of root of Kw into C by Kb. Taking log, so we have the equation. So that is pH is equal to 7 minus half into pKb plus log C. Equation for strong acid and weak base. Third one, that is weak acid and strong base. Let us consider an example of a salt CH3COONA. CH3COONA. A salt formed with CH3COOH and NaOH. It is a weak acid and it is a strong base. Can undergo hydrolysis. Can undergo hydrolysis to form CH3COO minus plus Na plus H plus OH minus. Look here, this is the conjugate base of a weak acid. So it is a strong base. And this is a conjugate acid of a strong base. So it is a weak acid. So which can undergo hydrolysis? Strong base can undergo hydrolysis. So look here, CH3COO minus plus CO minus. So it is combining with H plus ion and forming CH3COOH. So an equilibrium is maintained inside the solution. So H plus ion participating in hydrolysis. So who is excess? OH minus ion present in solution is higher. That is why solution become basic. So remember, weak acid and strong base solution become basic. So who can undergo hydrolysis? Anion can undergo hydrolysis. So let us see the same thing that we are discussing in the previous section. But remember here, who is excess? OH minus ion is excess. So first we want to calculate POH, then only we can calculate pH. Clear? That means CH3COO minus plus H2O giving CH3COOH plus OH minus. Suppose C be the initial concentration, H be the degree of hydrolysis, we have C minus CH and this is CH and this is CH. In previous case we directly calculated CH as concentration of molar concentration of H plus ion. But remember here CH is the molar concentration of OH minus ion. So we are calculating POH. Then 14 minus POH is pH. Okay. So here it is a anionic hydrolysis. Anionic hydrolysis. anionic hydrolysis. So solution become basic in nature. Solution become basic in nature. pH is greater than 7. pH is greater than 7. H is equal to KH by root of KH by C. And KH is equal to KW by Ka. Remember, here who is the weak? Acid is weak. So KH is equal to KW by Ka. And pH is equal to 7 plus, because it is more than 7. 7 plus half into pKa plus log C. So this is the only thing that we want to study. So only thing you have to remember, weak acid and strong base. It is a weak acid and strong base. So who is undergoing hydrolysis? Weak acid, the conjugate base of a weak acid is strong. So it can undergo hydrolysis. So weak base, that is a strong base can undergo hydrolysis. Strong base means it is accepting H plus ion. The solution become basic in nature. pH is greater than 7. So pH is greater than 7. Anionic hydrolysis. H is equal to root of KH by C. KH is equal to KW by Ka. pH is equal to 7 plus half into pKa plus log C. So this is the only thing, that is basic thing that you have to identify. Okay. Now let us see the last type of salt, that is fourth type of salt. A salt is formed with a weak acid and weak base. A salt is formed with a weak acid and weak base. Let us consider an example of ammonium acetate. Ammonium acetate can undergo hydrolysis to form CH3CO minus plus NH4 plus H plus OH minus. So look here, it is a conjugate base of a weak acid. So this is a salt formed with a acetic acid and ammonium hydroxide. So it is a conjugate base formed with a weak acid. It is a conjugate acid formed with a weak base. So it is a strong base as well as strong acid. So both can undergo hydrolysis. Remember, both can undergo hydrolysis. So inside the solution there are two equilibrium CH3CO minus plus H plus ion giving CH3COOH as well as NH4 plus OH minus ion giving NH4OH. So both H plus and OH minus can undergo participating in hydrolysis. So the concentration of H plus ion and OH minus depend on the Ka and Kb value of these weak acid and weak base. So maybe neutral, maybe less than 7 or greater than 7. So three possibilities are there in this type of salt, depend on the nature of that salt. Either it may be neutral or less than 7 or acidic solution, or if the concentration of that means acidity of weak acid is more than that of base, that is pK value and pKb value, depend on pK and pKb value. Clear? So that means both cationic and anionic hydrolysis is taking place. Let us see. So in the case of weak acid and strong base, both cationic hydrolysis and anionic hydrolysis. Solution may be neutral or acidic or basic, depend on pKa and pKb. Depend on pKa and pKb, that is Ka increases, solution become acidic, as well as Kb increases, solution become basic. Depend on pK and pKb. Then KH, and KH is equal to Kw by Ka into Kb. KH is equal to Kw by Ka into Kb. And pH is equal to 7 plus half of pKa minus pKb. If pK and pKb are equal, solution become neutral. If pK is higher, solution become more than 7. So that means solution become basic. If pKb is higher, solution become, that is less than 7. Solution become acidic. That is pKa. Ka value increases, pK value decreases. Ka means that is the dissociation constant of an acid. So Ka value increases, acidity increases. pK value increases, acidity decreases. Remember that. So pK value increases, solution become basic. pKb value increases, solution become acidic. If pK and pKb both are equal, solution become neutral. Clear? Listen, let us see a problem. Look here, 1 mole of ammonia was completely absorbed in 1 liter solution each of 1 molar HCl, 1 molar acetic acid and 1 molar H2SO4 at 298 Kelvin, decreasing order of pH of resulting solution. So when you are observing this question, first you have to identify, that is ammonia is reacting with the solution of these. Solution means in water. That means it can undergo hydrolysis, form salt and can undergo hydrolysis. That is the first thing we identify. Ammonia is reacting with HCl in solution. That means it can undergo hydrolysis. So what type of solution it is forming, that we have to identify. So let us consider one by one. Let us consider the first case. Ammonia is reacting with HCl. Ammonia reacting with HCl, what will form? It forms ammonium chloride. It is in solution. Ammonium chloride in water. We know ammonium chloride, the ions formed are NH4 plus and Cl minus. Where NH4 plus is coming from a weak base, so it is a strong acid. Cl minus, it is coming from a strong acid, so it is a weak base. So who can undergo hydrolysis? NH4 plus can undergo hydrolysis and Cl minus is not. So inside the solution, NH4OH plus H plus plus Cl minus. So who is excess? H plus is excess. So solution is acidic in nature. Solution is acidic in nature. And what is given here? So solution is acidic in nature means pH should be less than 7. So what is given here? 1 mole of ammonia in 1 liter and 1 molar HCl solution. That the concentration of both ammonia and HCl are same. So according to the stoichiometry, 1 mole of ammonia require 1 mole of HCl for complete reaction. So it is completely reacted. No excess reagent present. Completely reacted. So the solution consists of 1 mole of ammonium hydroxide. Clear? That means the solution become acidic in nature. So pH is less than 7. So pH of the solution is, pH is equal to 7 minus half of pKb plus log C. Half of pKb plus log C. So it is less than 7. Here it is given pKb of ammonia is equal to 4.74. So we can substitute. That is equal to 7 minus half of 4.74 plus log C. Where log C is concentration is 1 mole. So log C, log 1, 0. So that is equal to this one, that is equal to less than 7. Then come to the next example, 1 molar acetic acid. That is ammonia is reacting with the acetic acid to form ammonium acetate. To form ammonium acetate. It can undergo hydrolysis, CH3COO plus NH4 plus H2O gives CH3COO minus plus NH4OH. Look here, ammonium acetate. ammonium acetate, a salt formed with a weak acid and weak base. It is a weak base and it is a weak acid. A salt formed with a weak acid and weak base. And here 1 mole of ammonium ion and 1 mole of acetic acid that we have taken. Both the concentration are equal. That means it is completely reacted. It is already given in, completely absorbed, already given in question. That means this ammonia and acetic acid is completely reacted and forming 1 mole of ammonium acetate. That means in this case pKa is equal to pKb. So what about that is, it is in the case of a weak acid and weak base. So weak acid and weak base. So what about pH? pH is equal to 7 plus half of pKa minus pKb. So pKa is equal to pKb, so pH is equal to 7. pH is equal to 7. Okay. Then come to the third case. 1 molar H2SO4, that is ammonia is reacting with 1 molar H2SO4. Listen, it is not a balanced equation. So 1 molar H2SO4 requires 2 moles of ammonia to give ammonium sulfate. NH4 twice SO4. And NH4 twice SO4 dissociated. That is, in hydrolysis we have NH4OH plus H plus. That is the balance equation. Now listen, so what about the nature? Solution here, it is a weak acid and it is a weak base and it is a strong acid. Weak base and strong acid. So 2 mole of ammonia require 1 mole of H2SO4. What is taken here? 1 mole of ammonia and 1 mole of H2SO4 that we have taken. So 1 mole of ammonia is reacting only with 0.5 mole of H2SO4. Already the solution is acidic. This H plus is coming from this water. But remember, there are H plus ion which is coming from H2SO4 is also present, because H2SO4 is an excess reagent. So 0.5 moles of H2SO4, 0.5 molar H2SO4 remains in solution as an excess reagent. 0.5 molar H2SO4 remains in solution as an excess reagent. 1 molar H2SO4 will liberate 2 moles of H plus ions. So 0.5 moles will liberate 1 mole of H plus ion. So molar concentration of H plus ion in solution due to H2SO4 is equal to 1. So pH is equal to 0, negative logarithm of 1, that is equal to 0. Clear? So what we want to do? Decreasing order of pH of the resulting solution. So which one having highest pH? This may be neutral, that means 7. So 2 greater than, it is less than 7. So 1 greater than, it is equal to 0, 3. Clear? This is a previous question, important question. So first of all, you have to identify it is a salt hydrolysis or buffer solution. The buffer solution, let us discuss in another section. That is the confusing area. If you have a solution, you have to identify it is completely dissociated. It is a salt hydrolysis or it is a buffer solution. Is it form a buffer solution? First of all, you have to identify that. That is a confusing area actually. But it's not confusing if you know the theory, that is the concept correctly, you can identify. Okay? If you like my video, please like it and share to your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and enable that bell button to get more video. If you want to do more questions from this area, please comment on the comment box. Thank you.